मानस हो तो वही रस खान, बसो ब्रज गोकुल गाँव के ग्वारन। मानस हो तो वही रस खान, बसो ब्रज गोकुल गाँव के ग्वारन। जो पशु हो तो हो, जो पशु हो तो बसेरो करो मिली, कालिंदी कुल कदम्ब की डारन। मानस हो तो वही रस खान, बसो ब्रज गोकुल गाँव के ग्वारन। जो पशु हो तो हो, जो पशु हो तो कहाँ बसु मेरो, चरो नित नंद की गाँव मंझारन। पाहन हो तो वही गिरी को जो, धर्यो कर छत्र पुरंदर धारन। पाहन हो तो वही गिरी को जो, धर्यो कर छत्र पुरंदर धारन। जो खग हो तो हो, जो खग हो तो बसेरो करो मिली, कालिंदी कुल कदम्ब की डारन। गाए गुनी गनिका गंधर्व और सारद शेष सब गुण गावे। नाम अनंत गणंत गणेश जो, नाम अनंत गणंत गणेश जो, ब्रह्म त्रिलोचन पार न पावे। जोगी जति तपसी अरु सिद्धि, निरंतर जाहि समाधि लगावे। ताहि अहिर की छोहरियाँ, छछियाँ भर छाछ पे नाच नचावे। नारद से सुख व्यास रटे पछी, हारे तरु पुनि पार न पावे। ताहि अहिर की छोहरियाँ, छछियाँ भर छाछ पे नाच नचावे। याल कुटियरु कामरिया पर, याल कुटियरु कामरिया पर, राजती हूँ पुर को तज डारो। आठहु सिद्धि नवो निधि को सुख, आठहु सिद्धि नवो निधि को सुख। नंद की गाय चराए बिसारो। रस खान कबोइन आखन को, ब्रज के वन बाग तड़ाग निहारो। कोटि कहो कल धोतक के धाम, करीला की कुंजन ऊपर वारो। मानस हो तो वही रस खान, बसों ब्रज गोकुल गाँव की ग्वारन। जो पशु हो तो हो, जो पशु हो तो कहाँ बस मेरो, चरो नित नंद की धेनु मंझारन।
Namaste, my dear brothers and sisters. The love and blessings of the Mother and Sri Aurobindo to all of you from Sri Aurobindo Ashram Delhi branch. This devotional song uh, is about the devotee imagining himself to be in different roles and yet finding the satisfaction of being close to the divine. As a human being, he can love the Lord like a human being, drink of his love and blessings. As an animal, he can have the satisfaction of being looked after by the divine, and the way Sri Krishna used to look after his cows. And then he goes on to sort of assume different forms. And in each form, he finds that it is not really difficult to be close to the divine, and the uh, that is the nearness, that proximity to the divine that gives him a sense of fulfillment. Nothing else is comparable to that. And finally, he says that even if I have 8 siddhis, 8 accomplishments, or 8 times the summit that is possible in yoga, the perfection that one seeks in yoga, even if I have that eightfold, uh, that won't be comparable to being in the service of the divine, taking care of his cows, or being just close to him one way or the other. No matter what the circumstances, no matter what the excuse, one might say, is for being close to the divine, that it gives a sense of joy and fulfillment that can't be compared with anything else. Any other accomplishment, not just worldly, but even on the spiritual path. With that, we now turn to today's topic, which is Trataka, one of the cleansing techniques in yoga. And the various cleansing techniques are for the nose, neti, that is cleaning the nose, then dhoti, cleaning the stomach, like say kunjal is, or cleaning the forehead, kapalabhati, and cleaning the anal region, which is something like an enema, basti, and then churning the abdomen, noli, that's also considered a cleansing technique. Churning the abdominal muscles, and that helps in relieving constipation apart from other things. And finally, cleaning the eyes, the cleansing technique for the eyes, that is Trataka. So we turn to the pre-recorded video for having a demo of Trataka. Trataka. Trataka is a cleansing technique which is ideally done after asanas and pranayamas in the evening time in a room that is fairly dark. Those who have epilepsy or tension headache should not do it, and those who have difficulty in falling asleep should not do it in the evening, because if they try to sleep a few hours after this practice, in fact it may become still more difficult to sleep. They can do it, of course, during the daytime, some other time during the day if they like. Like all the yogic practices starts with a prayer. I have with me a student, Anjali. Anjali, please sit in a meditative posture. Let's start with a prayer. Om Sahanavavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Rub your palms, cup the palms and place them in front of the eyes without actually touching the eyes. Enjoy the eyes relaxing in warmth and total darkness. Bring the hands down slowly along the body. Open your eyes with a few blinks. Before we start with Trataka proper, we make a preparation for the practice in two ways. One, assemble the material, that is the candle stand, the candle, the matchbox, etc., whatever may be required. And apart from that, we wash the eyes and then we go for the usual eye exercises which we have been practicing in many other sessions too. So that becomes a preparation for Trataka proper. So Anjali, please look left and right without moving the head. Slow and smooth movements. Okay, relax the eyes, rub your palms, place the cupped palms in front of the eyes without actually touching the eyes. Bring the hands down slowly along the body. Open your eyes with a few blinks. Slow and gentle breathing. Now look up and down, again without moving the head. Okay, relax the eyes once more. Rub your palms. Place the cupped palms in front of the eyes without actually touching the eyes. Bring the hands down slowly along the body. Open your eyes with a few blinks. Slow, gentle, and conscious breathing. Now diagonal movements of the eyeballs. Look up and left, down and right. Okay? Rub your palms, cup the palms, and place the cupped palms in front of the eyes without actually touching the eyes. Now we'll introduce a little further addition to this palming. Every time you inhale, press the bony framework around the eyes, and as you exhale, release the pressure. The bony framework you'll find primarily above the eyeballs, that is under the eyebrow, and on the sides, the cheek, and to some extent in the nose. These are the areas which you can press as you inhale and release the pressure as you breathe out. Inhale and press. Exhale and release. 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 Last round. Inhale and press. Exhale and release. Bring the hands down slowly along the body. Open your eyes with a few blinks. Now diagonal movements in the other direction. Up and right, down and left. Okay? Once again, relax the eyes, rub your palms, cup the palms and place them in front of the eyes. Just place them in front, don't touch the eyes. And once again, add to it the pressure around the eyeballs, pressure on the bony framework around the eyeballs, and release that pressure while you breathe out. Inhale and press. Exhale and release. 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 Bring the hands down slowly along the body. Open your eyes with a few blinks. Now rotational movements of the eyeballs. First the clockwise movements. Okay, relax the eyes, rub your palms, place the cupped palms in front of the eyes, Now we'll introduce another variation. As your hands are in front of the eyes, apply continuous pressure on the bony framework around the eyeballs. Now the pressure is continuous, not intermittent. Maintain a constant pressure on the bony framework around the eyeballs, which will be primarily above the eyes, to the sides, over the cheeks, and on the nose. Gentle pressure on the nose. 2. Continue breathing slowly and consciously. Okay. Bring the hands down slowly along the body. Open your eyes with a few blinks. Now anti-clockwise movements. Okay, relax the eyes, rub your palms. Place the cupped palms in front of the eyes without touching the eyes. Maintain a continuous pressure on the bony framework around the eyeballs. Continue breathing slowly, gently, and consciously. Okay, bring the hands down slowly along the body. Come to a meditative posture. Open your eyes with a few blinks. Rest for a while. Now we turn to Trataka proper, and you'll find there's a parallel this practice has with meditation. In meditation, we have the phase of dharana, that is concentration. Here we'll have corresponding to that the phase of focusing. As dharana proceeds during meditation, we find that the concentration becomes more intense and deeper. Breathing becomes more and more subtle. So that corresponds to the phase of intensive focusing in Trataka. And after dharana comes dhyana, during which we can let the thoughts related to the theme of concentration run through the mind. Now here what we'll do is, we'll again have a phase corresponding to that in the form of defocusing. That is We would have concentrated on the flame during focusing and intensive focusing. Now we'll let the mind wander or the vision wander in a relaxed way around everything that is related to the flame. And then after that, we'll have a period of silence. So first, the focusing phase. Look at the floor without moving the head. Take your vision or gaze slowly upwards till you reach the top of the flame. Do not blink. This will continue for about 30 seconds. Five, 10, 15. Continue looking at the flame without blinking. 30 seconds. Now, if there is any watering of the eyes, that is perfectly okay. Now, relax the eyes, rub your palms, place the cupped palms in front of the eyes. Now, we'll synchronize pressing the bony framework around the eyeballs with breathing. Inhale and press. Exhale and release. 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 You may bring the hands down slowly along the body. Open your eyes with a few blinks. Feel a cool sensation around the eyes. Keep the eyes closed for some time and relax. Open your eyes with a few blinks. Now we turn to the next phase, intensive focusing. Without moving the head, look at the floor and move your gaze slowly upwards till you reach the top of the flame. Look at the whole flame effortlessly. Now, concentrate on the black tip of the wick of the candle. Within the flame, you find that black tip of the wick. Concentrate on that, and this will continue for 30 seconds without blinking. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. If there was any watering of the eyes, that is perfectly fine. Relax the eyes. Rub your palms. Place the cupped palms in front of the eyes. Apply continuous pressure on the bony framework around the eyes. Maintain the pressure and continue breathing slowly, gently, and consciously. Bring the hands down slowly along the body. Open your eyes with a few blinks. Keep the eyes closed for some time. Feel a cool sensation around the eyes. Open your eyes with a few blinks. Now we go to the defocusing phase of the practice. Sit erect. Keep your neck erect. Without moving the head, look at the floor and shift your gaze upwards slowly till you reach the flame. Now look at not just the flame, but also around it. Try to gather details of the aura of the flame, any color particles that you see around the flame, the shifting patterns of the light of the flame, and form a mental picture of whatever you see in the flame and around the flame. You can blink if you like. This is a defocusing phase. Just trying to gather the details of the flame and around it and forming a mental picture of it. This can continue for about a minute. Close your eyes. Retain the image that you formed of the flame and around it. Retain that image between the eyebrows. While retaining that picture of the flame and around it between the eyebrows, now relax the eyes, rub your palms, place the cupped palms in front of the eyes. Apply continuous pressure to the bony framework around the eyes. While maintaining that pressure, now we'll practice Bhramari. Inhale and chant a na sound as you breathe out. Inhale. Inhale. Last 2 rounds. You may stop the practice of Bhramari, but keep the palms there. Keep the eyes closed with the palms in front of them. Defocusing is a relaxing phase, and Bhramari makes it further relaxing. And there'll be further relaxation as this phase of defocusing merges seamlessly with the next phase of silence. So now there's no pressure around the eyeballs, there's no Bhramari. Just sit peacefully, relaxed. Let the eyes experience relaxation in warmth and total darkness. Make a conscious effort to relax both the body and the mind. Bring the hands down slowly along the body. Keep the eyes closed. Take your hands behind the back. Hold the right wrist with the left hand. The right wrist, and place around it the palm of the left hand gently. Inhale, and as you exhale, bend forwards as a sign of surrender to the Almighty. Inhale as you come up again. Using 3 fingers, the ring, middle and the index finger, that is, leave the 2 fingers at the sides, the little finger and the thumb, leave them, just the 3 fingers in the middle. Use these to give a gentle feather massage to the eyes. Move these fingers gently over the eyes and around the eyes. Okay? Come to a meditative posture. We'll end the session with a prayer. Om
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Open your eyes with a few blinks. Look around. Thank you.
Any questions or comments on today's session?
Not yet in the chat box. Maybe we can wait, or somebody can unmute and speak.
While we are waiting, I can share with you how one can achieve synchronization of the humming in Brahmari, whether it's a part of Trataka or otherwise. Found it very useful because the duration of humming is different in different individuals. Depends upon your cardiorespiratory capacity. If one breathes in the maximum and then tries to breathe out while chanting the na sound, the duration seems to be very closely related to the cardiorespiratory fitness. And in fact, it can be used as a good variable for uh, charting or monitoring one's progress. If you keep doing these practices for a few weeks or months and keep a record of your chanting time, the chanting of the na sound during Brahmari, you'll find that it is remarkably constant from day to day, and then it gradually increases as your cardiorespiratory fitness increases over a period of weeks and months. So in a mixed group, naturally everybody's capacity will be different, and therefore the chanting will be for different duration. And it becomes very chaotic and noisy. There'll be a continuous hum going on in the class if you have a big class. So how to achieve that synchronization in spite of this variation? Some students would have finished first, and then you'll find that the uh, loudness of this hum in the class is going down. When it starts going down, to make sure that these who have finished the chanting first don't start the next round of chanting, you can start speaking something. And if you do that, then instead of starting the next round, they'll be listening to you. And by the time you're finished speaking, everybody has finished with the chanting, and then you can give the next signal for the next inhale. So they all start together. So they all start together. They end at different times, but for those who have finished first, you are providing something to listen to. Now, what is it that you can say? Now, during different rounds, you can say different things. For example, after the end of the first round, you can remind them, enjoy the soothing resonance of the chant, because that's something important, and they should enjoy it. Remember to enjoy it whilst there are a few rounds left. No point reminding them about it when the whole thing is over. So enjoy the soothing resonance of the chant, and then you give the signal for the inhale for the next one. After the second round, you can just compliment them on how they did it. Very good, or something like that. After the third round, you can just say two more rounds. So, uh, or the fourth round, after the fourth round, when it's the last round, you can sort of remind them that they should try to do their best. And so tell them, take a real deep breath in. So, you're always saying something at the end of each round. And that is when the intensity of the hum starts going down. And some of them have naturally finished, and the rest are still continuing with the chanting or the humming. So during that phase, during that little interval, you are saying something so that those who are finished don't start the next round on their own. Any questions now?
There are no more questions. So would you like to close or would you like to say something?
I guess we can close and just remind them about tomorrow's yes talk and then the class on Monday.
Sure, then we meet on Monday for the next class in the series, and tomorrow you can join us for a yes talk at 6 p.m. The link is the same. So we can close with a moment of.
Tomorrow's yes talk is by Matthew Cherian, and it is on active aging. Matthew was the CEO of HelpAge India till recently, and continues to be active in the field of aging. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Indian time. And on Monday, we meet, of course, at the usual time for the class, and the class will be on the synthesis of medicine.